TigerFitness.com, RABID Cage. Hollywood's RABID Cage edition. Coming from Fabio. I believe, yes. I'm a personal, real-life friend of JMM, a.k.a. John Hollywood. I wanted to ask your views on the sexual side of bodybuilding. Athletes selling their bodies to be able to afford the lifestyle, gay for pay, and so on. If it's not too touchy of a subject to talk about on video. All about touching weird subjects, but I've never done gay for pay. And I'll look the camera in the eye and say I've never done that. But, yes, it happens. As you guys know, I grew up on the west side of LA. Culver City area, Inglewood area, that's where I grew up. I had the fortune of being able to go to Venice every weekend. In some of my weekend visits, I heard stories. And I actually had a football coach when I was a kid who was in the bodybuilding scene, not that deep, but he was deep enough to be able to see things. And I remember when I was in high school, he first told me about what bodybuilders did and what some big names do. Look, I have the utmost respect for Kai Green. I think he's amazing. I've spoken to him a couple times. He might not even remember it because he's Kai Green, and he meets a lot of people, but he's a very intelligent, very soft-spoken, very, very, very nice guy. But we've all seen the grapefruit video. And that's just a grapefruit. There's so many things going on. The bottom line is to compete as a bodybuilder. And I'm going to talk to the natural bodybuilders out there right now. You guys, add up your food bill, your tanning bill, your gym bill, all this that it takes. And then you have to travel to a show, and there's really no prize money, even as a pro natural bodybuilder. And all these, there's only like 3 pro contests, so you got to fly somewhere. You're looking at $2,000 to get there, and the max prize is like $700. It's bullshit, right? Okay? Well, it's not bullshit. It's pretty much what it's worth. Let's face it. We're in a very niche sport, and there's not much money in it because there's not many people who really care to watch it. It's kind of boring to watch. And then you get to the pro level. You add all that stuff the natural guys do on top of foreign agents, I'm not even going to mention names, that cost a lot of money. And if you're getting legit real stuff, costs even more money. How do you pay for that? You have to train. You have to pay for your food. You got to do stuff. Now, a lot of guys, like look at Marc Dugdale. That guy's the man. He owns a business. Branch Warren would be successful and a millionaire without bodybuilding. The other guys who might not have a job, they're looking to get ready for the next show. How are they going to afford it? You got to turn to something. I've been offered money to do private posing sessions, underwear requests, and I'm a nobody. I ain't won anything. I suck. But imagine if I was a pro in the top 10 at the Olympia. Imagine the stuff. If I'm getting basically 2 or 3 a week, theirs must be in the hundreds. So yes, you have to succumb to that to pay for the lifestyle, which is why, kids out there, if you're watching this, I apologize for my language earlier and in every video I do. But listen, bodybuilding will not pay your bills. Stay in school, get a real job, and don't end up that guy going to the gym, doing private posing sessions, selling your dirty posing trunks. That's all I got to say. So yes, there is a deep, dark sexual side to bodybuilding. I've walked in on it a couple times, but I walked right out. Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. Peace.